Hi, I have an ecobee 3 thermostat and a carrier infinity system, and I am trying to rewire the existing wires to work with the ecobee thermostat. I understand I will lose communication and diagnostic features, and I'm okay with that. I was able to get the furnace working. The ecobee calls for heat perfectly. I can't seem to figure out the condenser unit. It isn't kicking in at all. I double-checked the fuse and that wasn't the reason. Please help.
Did you double-check the thermostat settings? And what about the filters?
Yes, the filter is new and I set the thermostat to call for cooling.
Do you plan on doing the work yourself?
Yes.
Anything else we should know to help you best?
I got as far as wiring the power extender kit that came with the ecobee thermostat to compensate for the missing blue common wire. How should I go about this? Did I miss something?
Hello, the ecobee is not intended for use on the advanced two-way communicating carrier system that you have. It can be forced to work but at great loss of the carrier system's very advanced capabilities. If you want the remote access ecobee offers, you can get it with carrier's Wi-Fi enabled thermostat made for that advanced system. Note, the ecobee only opens and closes switches to control the system by demand. The carrier system you have is computerized so that temperature differential settings on the thermostat vary the system's cooling and heating capacity to suit the immediate condition, saving substantially on operating costs. My goal is to give you the best experience possible. Our opting will not increase your charges, but it is how I earn a living. If you need more assistance, please use the reply box and let me know.
No worries. You seem very helpful, so a good review wouldn't be a problem at all. Thanks for explaining that. I fully understand the losses. I'd just like to try it for a little. The hassle to switch it back is no worries, as I love learning new things and DIY tech stuff. I just would like to know how to force the ecobee to work. You seem to have a good understanding of both carrier and ecobee to help me with that, correct? I think I ended this by accident, I'm sorry. Thank you for the timely response as well.
Hello again. We can continue without any time limits. There is a separate terminal strip on the printed circuit board inside the carrier unit mounted on the air handler, made for connecting these non-communicating type thermostats. I need a photo of that. Take close-up, exceedingly well-focused photos of the wiring diagram glued inside the furnace/air handler door, and the printed circuit board mounted on the blower, that shows where the thermostat wires connect. I will mark that up with instructions. Use the Add Files link next to your Send button to get the photos to home. http://worldwar2.justanswer.com/help/how do I send photo or file expert HL. We can go from there with training, coaching and diagnosis. Without a time limit, in depth with as much detail as needed.
Here's the diagram.
Click here, please. Be sure to turn power off to the air handler and outside unit when you do the wiring.
They are both off, thank you. I got that far and the heat is working. I had to use the ecobee power extender kit for the lack of the blue common wire. Being that I set this up in the winter, it worked out. But now that it is summer, I assumed the same would work for the cooling. There is another set of R/Y/G/W. It's connected to that PL7 area. I assumed before that one was ran to the condenser, so I tried twisting the two sets of wires together and inserting it into the ecobee power extender kit. But that didn't get the condenser to kick in. Since that didn't work, I put it back to how it was.
You will be best of staying with the original carrier thermostat. Switching away from that can get complex, especially when mixing newer and older components.
I just noticed by your markup that I had the ecobee kit put in Y2.
Y2 is second stage cooling. You need to be in Y1 first stage cooling only for now at least.
I switched it over to Y1. The compressor still doesn't come on. Willing to do what it takes temporarily. Carrier thermostat is broken. We'll replace it, but would like to know how to get around this for now. The ecobee calls for heat perfectly fine. Only the fan blows when I set it to call for cold air.
Use a paper clip wire to jumper R to Y at the thermostat terminal strip you are on. If cooling comes on, it's a thermostat wiring problem. If cooling does not come on, it's a problem with the AC unit outside, or one of the thermostat wires connected to it has been chewed by a rodent or clipped with a lawn trimmer.
Here's the thermostat wiring according to the ecobee manual to compensate for the missing common wire used to power the thermostat. There are two sets of R/Y/G/W wires at the circuit board that were originally together. Should these be together then in the ecobee power extender kit? Our unit is suspended. I checked the wire outside and inside as much as I could for any tampering and didn't see anything.
It can turn into an absolute nightmare. If you knew what I do, you would not attempt to connect the ecobee. There is also no telling what the original install did, complicating the mess further. I do a lot of ecobee wiring. That one is wired incorrectly. Whomever installed it disconnected the G wire, manual fan, and used it for the C if it was also connected to C at the thermostat terminal strip inside the air handler. Yellow wire should go to Y, not where it's currently located. Try that.
This is from an installation video from ecobee's website. And first installed using the installation guide for no C wire configuration. Here's another screenshot from the video. With the extender kit installed on the circuit board, nothing connected to G or Y at the thermostat. There is a warning that variable fan speed will be lost, but that is fine for now. PEC stands for Power Extender Kit from ecobee.
Adding that PEC complication into an ecobee on that furnace is begging for complications. I suggest you avoid it and just use the connect C to C using the green wire.
The only incorrect wiring I spotted so far was the Y on the extender kit plugged into Y/Y2 instead of Y1. I tried that and the thermostat won't power on.
Measure voltage between R and C at the thermostat. It should be 24 VAC.
I'm seeing 28.
28 VAC is good. RC and RH on ecobee thermostats have a built-in jumper, however fit an external jumper between those two. The thermostat should come on with power between R and C. That is really odd.
So what do you think could be the issue with the ecobee getting the condenser to turn on? Only the fans woke with a configuration based on the ecobee manual. Could it be something else on the circuit board? I see dip switches.
Do not mess with the dip switches without reading the 48-page manual and understanding it fully.
No, wasn't going to. Just bringing it up. I give it could be something that simple.
Take a photo of the current settings so you can return to them if you need to. These configurations change every year or so.
I have a picture of it. What could be the issue with the ecobee turning on the condenser? Here's what I found on another thread. This was sent for outdoor config. https://mysecured.justAnswer.com/questions/A3BC45F4BCC4B02AE31F8A03A5667E.
Those diagrams are for standard wiring configurations. They do vary between MFGRS. Using those is someone like using a car motor replacement diagram when you are using some different kind of motor. Some is applicable, some is not. Taking any of it for accurate is a mistake. See page 8 for dip switch issues. Yours will be close or identical. The JA link you posted is from 2 competent guys. And it's same as the directions I have given, except they have a G wire, and we moved our G wire to C terminals on each end. No G connected at all anywhere. The thermostat only sends power to G terminal for manual fan on function. The printed circuit board runs the fan in high speed for cooling and low speed for heating all by itself.
Somewhat good news. I pulled the wire by the thermostat out a little and it revealed there is a blue and brown wire not used. Therefore I can skip the PEC altogether, allowing the green and yellow to be in the proper place.
Yes.
I've prepped the wired by the thermostat. Now working on the ones by the air handler. What should the brown wire be utilized for, if at all?
It's not used if it is not one of the terminal connections R, Y, W, G and C.
I wired everything in the terminal and at the thermostat, and only fan still turns on. Called to cool at 65 and still waiting for compressor to kick in. Any idea?
Jumper R to Y. The outside unit should come on. If not, then with the jumper in place measure voltage between C and Y. If you have 24 vac there, look for the thermostat wire chewed by a rodent, or cut with a lawn trimmer near where it enters the outside unit. The outside unit is on a 5-minute time delay. Allow for that.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert, now visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.